Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good people, and welcome to another edition of A Casual's Perspective Predictions or Predictions by a Casual. My name is Martin Moraga, and this is my channel. Anyway, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like the video, share it, whichever you like. Today, I'm predicting UFC Vegas 18, a nice, awesome fight night card. Um, First, we'll start with the potatoes, as always, or the preliminary fights. First fight, featherweight, the first of three featherweight fights back to back to back. The first one, the Jamaican sensation, or the Osborne fighting the renegade Jerome Rivera. On this one, I picked Jerome Rivera to win. Oh yeah, and before I continue, let me tell you, I came up with what would you call it? Like a theme for my predictions for 2020, and it is upsets. So I hope my picks are upset worthy. I hope you like them. And if you bet on them, all I ask is 10%. But remember, I don't bet on these fights. I just do this for fun. Next fight, another featherweight fight, the second featherweight fight. This is the lucky Timur Valiev fighting the Spartan Martin Day. Martin Day is the first Spartan on the fight card. There's two Spartans on this fight card tonight. On this one, Timur Valiev has one fight in the UFC, which ended in no contest. I don't know what that means. I'll look it up in a further date if it ever comes up. Anyway, on this one, I picked the lucky Timur Valiev to win. Next fight, next featherweight fight, the Sting. No, Sting. Seung Woo Choi. Fighting the Moroccan devil Yusuf Zalal. I picked Seung Woo Choi, who's from Korea, South Korea. I picked him to win this fight. Next fight, first women's fight. First women's fight of two fights. There's two women's fights tonight. This one is in the flyweight division, 125 pounds. Molly McCann from Great Britain fighting Lara Procopio from Brazil. On this one, I picked Lara Procopio to win. Next fight, the second and last women's fight of the evening, Carol Rosa from Brazil fighting La Pantera, Jocelyn Edwards from Panama. On this one, I picked La Pantera, Jocelyn Edwards to win. Next fight and last fight, no. Next fight is a catchweight between Kincaid Devonta Smith and Guitar Hero Justin James. On this one, I picked the Guitar Hero Justin James to win. And then the last fight of the potatoes is a light heavyweight between Slow Mike Rodriguez versus Danilo Marquez. I picked Danilo Marquez to win on this one. And then we go to the main card, the meat of the evening, of the fight card, of the fight night. We start off with a good fight, good people. Lightweight between two, I'd say contenders. I don't know if I believe they're ranked, Diego Ferreira and Benny Beneil Dariush. Mr. Dariush is from Brazil. Mr. Mr. Dariush is from Assyria, up in the Middle East over there. And Mr. Ferreira. Mr. Diego Ferreira is from Brazil. And this is the second time they're fighting. The first time Mr. Benny Dariush came out on top. And on this one, I picked him to come out on top again. Next fight. Man, on that one, on that last one, feel like something is pulling me to pick Diego Ferreira, but it'll be a good fight either way. Whoever wins, it'll be a good, exciting fight, and it's a good fight to start the evening. And the next fight is a featherweight fight, the fourth and last featherweight fight of the evening. This one between the Spartan Cody Stamen. He's inviting Askar, aka AK-47 from Palestine. He's making his UFC debut tonight. And on this one, I picked AK-47 Askar to upset Cody Stamen. Nothing against Cody. He's a good fighter. It'll be a good test, a good invitation, a nice welcome to Mr. Askar to the top of the to the creme de la creme, as they say in the French world. Next fight is the flyweight between the cannibal Alexandra Pantoja fighting another fighter, Mr. Cape, Mr. Starboy Manel Cape, who's also making his debut. Mr. Cape is from Portugal. And on this one, I did not go with the upset. I went with Mr. Pantoja winning. Cause he has more fights, he has more experience in the UFC. So on this one again, I went against my theme. Sometimes you have to break the rules a little bit. You even have to break your rules a little bit. So that you can discover why you set them. Next fight, lightweight between two veterans, the Menace, Michael Johnson versus the Carpenter, no, not Diego. His name is not Diego. The Carpenter. Clay Guida. Between them, they have almost 70 fights in the UFC. Just in the UFC. This is gonna be a good fight. In this one, I picked the Carpenter Clay Guida to win. He's very active, always moving, always energetic. I like his style of fighting. Next fight, the co-main event, the Sandman, Corey Sandhagen, is fighting against the answer, Frankie Edgar, the veteran Frankie Edgar, the former lightweight champion Frankie Edgar, the badass Frankie Edgar. And on this one, obviously, good people, I picked Mr. Frankie Edgar to win. And that takes us to the main event of the evening, the Demolition Man, Alistair Overeem fighting against Drago, Alexander Volkov. And on this one, I picked I picked Alistair Overeem. Alistair, the Demolition Man to win. Come on, guys, come on. I got you. Anyway, those are my picks for tonight. For today's fight card. Hope you enjoy it. Until next time, when I come to you with another good fight card. Next week's Mr. Barnes fighting the Nigerian Nightmare. That'll be a good fight card, good people. I can't wait for those predictions. But tonight, I made the picks. Hope they're good to you. Tell me if you picked right. Subscribe, share. And today's beer was Cigar City. I was drinking this, not tea. It's a good one. It's a white ale, a Belgian style white ale with orange peel and coriander. It's from Florida. They have a lot of oranges in Florida. Adios.